Everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sophie, and today we are going to use some of our cheap 6x6. I've made a selection and I've chosen mainly the ones that I know I will not use otherwise. So something like this maps because I like them, and then this one, this. The repeating motif is not something that I enjoy much. I've tried to take some colors also that would go together. So we have pumpkins, etc, etc, etc. So I'm probably not going to use all of them, but we are going to use them. So my idea is to make tiny envelopes and then to make belly bands out of them. So let me get my trimmer. I did make a video previously, I think it was during the 100-day challenge, where I made tiny envelopes. So the process is going to be absolutely the same. I'm just going to cut strips of different sizes. The size of your... sorry about that. I had a phone call and I, went cutting. Anyway, you can make strips that are quite large, strips that are smaller. I'm going to make some that are really, really tiny, but I'm not sure that we will use them, but better to have them. And these ones are big as well. Let's do the rest of the paper. So we said rather tiny ones, bigger ones, and I'm gonna make that. Voila. So am I going to keep the trimmer? Maybe. Maybe. About that, I have a phone call and automatically I went on cutting my strips. But anyway, you know how it works. I've made some strips that are quite big, some strips that are medium-sized, some strips that are smaller, again some big ones, smaller ones. No measuring, it's just how I feel it. So that's how we are, sort of. But it really doesn't matter. Okay, so you have different sizes. Now, to make our envelopes, you grab a piece of this and you fold it to the size that you want your envelope to be. Now, you might want to decide which way you want this to appear. So if it's directional, you just do it the other way. Okay? I suppose. No, won't work. No, it won't work. So anyway, you do you. Now I'm going to decide how big I want my flap to be. And I'm going to get my trimmer because I want to see what I'm doing. And I'm going to have that much of a flap. Okay? There's no rule, you do what you like. And to get my flaps to be equal, I just take my scissors and I look for the middle, which is about here. So I'm going to cut to the edge, but you could also cut a straight part and then do like this. But I find it easier this way. So there we go. We have an envelope. Okay. The next step is to grab your ink, and I've decided to take a darker one. What do I want? I'm going to have walnut stains on this one. I might have to re-ink my pad. So I'm just inking the front because the back will be glued. So we don't need to do that. Nor do we need to do the inside because we are going to glue this shut. Okay, so I'm going to grab my glue and hopefully I said, but if not hopefully, I'm not going to waste time. You know what? I'm going to grab another glue just because I can. Hopla. Well, good morning, Barely Art. How are you doing? Better than art glitter glue? Ooh, it seems so. So a bit of glue. You don't really need to put much because it's just paper. Okay, you're not better than your brother or sister, I don't know. Shaky Sophie is back. Okay. We better now? Yeah, we are. And on the flap. And you should just glue your envelope together. And there you're done. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more with you. And then I will make the rest off camera. This is a smaller one. So you can decide to have them square. You can decide to have them as a rectangle. Technically, they should be straight, but they're not. Don't ask me why. So, how do I want... Let me see. How big of a flap do I want? I am thinking that I want it sort of here. So I am first going to cut my... Yeah, should trim it. I should trim it. I know that. But no, I'm daring today. Okay, so let's... Shall we do one like this? Yes, we shall. Let me just see where the middle is. So the middle should be somewhere there, I think. Okay. Well, we have a side that's bigger than the other. That was for sure going to happen. Okay, that's quite all right. So I'm just going to flatten it more. And I'm going to do the same on the top. So just going to, thank you. Just going to ink it. And if need be, I'll trim the side. So that's how we go. And by the way, this is not something that I came up with. I saw this on Pinterest. I can't remember who posted it, but I thought they were cute. And so I decided to make some myself. So just want to trim it just a tad. Okay. There we go. Sorry. So let's go again with our glue. And on the top. Okay. Like this. And we have a second one. Let's make maybe a smaller one. Do we have small? Let me see. Let me see. this is about the smallest that I do have. So I'm going to make it even smaller. Like this. Then, again, I'm going to decide how I want my flap to be. And no, Sophie, go on the safe side. Go on the safe side. So I think I want it like this. We could measure it, but I'm not really going to, because even if it's not completely straight, it really doesn't matter much. Okay. So I've left just the tiniest. And this one is smaller. There we go. Bone folder. Inking. Oh, for this one I could have taken a Scotch timber, but never mind. It will look good anyway. Okay, so this is how it looks. Let's glue. Did I do that? Oh, I folded it twice. Interesting. It doesn't matter, to be honest. So this one is going to be larger, but it doesn't, yeah, you could do it like this. Why not? Why not? They'll just be thicker. So let's put some glue. Like this. And there you go. You have a smaller envelope. Okay, so I'm going to do a bunch of these, and I'm going to do them off camera because I fear that it's going to be a bit boring. Okay, so I'll be back in a second. I've made a bunch of our little envelopes, different sizes, of different colors, and I have prepared, as you can see, some strips of fabric. So I took, some of them are scraps, and some of them are sort of ribbon, and yeah, that's it. So scraps and ribbon. And what I want to do is just make my belly bands using the small labels. So I'm not necessarily going to put them straight. They can be wonky. They can be any way you like. So let's see in terms of colors or size. So I'm just going to, what are you? Yes, you are a label. You are an envelope. What was I going to say? Ooh. So I'm just going to position them in a way or the other. Let's see. Let's see. I have some very big ones. So yeah, positioning them. I'm not sure I can tell you why I'm using this one more than the other one. It's just I like it or I don't like it together. So that's more or less how I'm going to decide. You could also have them straight. Now, it can be that I also don't like one of my ribbons, in which case I will not use it. Shall we make a straight one here? Like this. They looked, you know, it looked as if I had made a lot. And now it doesn't look like this anymore. Maybe I haven't made enough. Well, that's not an issue. I'll just make less of them. How come I not used any of my autumn ones? Where are you? You are like this. You are like this. Okay, I think we can eliminate this one because I don't have any bluish thingies that I can use. So for the moment we have one, and I think this one has enough. And I think I might put eyelets. So we have this one, to which we can add one like this, and maybe, let me just play like this. Now, who can go where? You can go, no, I have more of these. It can be that I glue them further down. For the moment, I'm just trying, and then we'll see how it goes. Like this, and maybe we can have one like this, and maybe that one somewhere there. So let's see, I think we're going to go ahead with this one, the lace one. Where can I put you? I can put you here. It'd be a shame not to use them. Oh, I have some in my hand. I'm a nice lady, just do not have any brain. I was going to say I don't have any brain left, but you know, that would imply that I had some to start with. No, I think we have too little to make this one. Okay, so I think we're going to end up not using this one. I think what I'm going to start with, let me just put these a bit further up. I'm going to start with this one. So I'm going to remove my envelopes. I'm just going to grab some glue. I'm going to put some glue on the back of my envelope. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue it like this. Next one. So you see, this is a very, very simple and quick project. But it is quite fun to make, actually. This is another one. Making mini envelopes is always fun. I like them as clusters as well. You can have them single, you can have them, you know, sort of more than one glued to each other. So many options. You can put them on pockets, you can put them on your page, you can put them on a tag. So yeah, very, very nice item to make and to work with. There we go. So I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to pick up the next one. Oh, come on, can you flat? Can you be flat? I can make them different sizes because I also have journals that are different sizes. So I can just make them how I like them. Too much glue, Sophie. Yeah. Well, you know, this is how we are. You could also take some lace. Well, we have one piece of lace. Whoopla! You could take some cheesecloth. Obviously, you can do it on paper. You can do that on faux leather. Faux leather. You know, the limit is your imagination. You could do this on negative film strips. Really, really lots of options. And you don't have to make them wonky. You can make them straight. Why do I put too much glue? Because I can, I think. So this one. Like this. And one like this. Okay. You need to try as well. Now this one. We have a big one here. You can also have them in a certain order, from the biggest to the smallest, or the opposite. I'm happy with the wonky, so that's what I'm going to do. So I think that the important thing is to vary the colors. And if you want to be really, really organized, I would select the fabric first and the paper afterwards. But you don't have to. It's really, really up to you. And again, too much glue, but doesn't matter. Okay. Another big one. Yeah, that's the place where I don't need glue. Okay. And there we are. Like this. And I can trim the bottom. And we have another one that's ready. So this one, we don't have that many envelopes. Shall we go? No, I don't like the straight. I really don't. So I'm going to go on like this again. You could make them horizontal. Maybe we'll do it with the pink one. Okay. You can also take some fabric that you don't especially like, and then you can hide it completely with your envelopes. That would, you know, make sure that we don't waste material, even if, you know, they're not the ones we like best, but they can still be used to make something lovely. You can decorate your envelopes. And you can actually do that also once you know where you want to put them in a journal. If you have a special theme, then it can wait until you're ready. So I'm going to cut this one out here. Okay. And last but not least, and I said I was going to make it like this. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to use a glue page. Like this. Maybe I should turn it around. Okay. Okay. That's one. That's two. Can be that we won't use them all, because obviously it won't be as long, I suppose. Oh, sweetie. She wants to see the babies. But that's something we will do after lunch. Oh, yeah. She met with the three of them together yesterday evening. And she's so protective. She just wants to, yeah, protect them. Be with them, smell them. And the puppies, some of them were scared at first. And then they just wanted to, you know, give kisses. So that was a big relief. But we need to wait until June is calm. Yeah, I'm going to do this. And then I'll do this. And if your piece is too big, it doesn't matter. You can always cut the ends. You can cut through an envelope. It doesn't matter. You know, you do what you want. I'm first going to trim it like this. And I'm going to let it dry. Be back in a second. Now, something that I do like to do with my belly bands is actually put an eyelet into them. And obviously, in fabric, you do what you want. So that's one. Shh, June. They're gonna come. Everybody's coming down. Don't worry. So hopefully... Okay, you know what? That's the good thing about... Shall I just put one? Okay, let's put one. You know, if the odds are against me today, it doesn't matter. June, sweetie, come on, don't cry. Where did I hide the eyelets? Okay. June, ça suffit. Okay, let me secure. Yes, I'm coming, sweetie, I'm coming. And, looks cute, right? Let me mind the dog and I'll be back. He was actually warning me that Sam was stuck in the stairs because we've blocked the stairs, but he's tiny, so he gets through the little fence. She can't, blah, blah, but he wanted to come down and couldn't. Oh, gorgeous. That looks cool, right? Okay. Any other eyelids? Not here. Maybe here. On this one. Let me try to make marks beforehand. Sort of in the middle. And sort of the same height. I'm going to block, it's not the right one, that's the right one. So let's see. That's one. I'll just trim it afterwards. I cannot see where you are. I think you're somewhere there. Sort of. And then this one. Now I'm going to remove these little bits with my scissors. Okay. Same on the other side. And then, okay, could have taken smaller scissors, could have, did not. I'm gonna get eyelets. let me get some eyelids. So, we've made this belly band. Can I? Chut. Hein? On attend. So, I've made this belly band, which I really, really like. We have the one with the lace, which sorry, we made this horizontal, which is quite cute as well. We made this autumn fall thing, which I like as well. Then this one, I have an issue with my eyelids. I'm sure I'm going to fix it by just gluing them. So we have this one, cute, and the one with a piece of jeans, and it actually might be my favorite. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I had fun as usual, again something that I hadn't made before, and I'm still not sure what I'm going to do in my next video, which will be online on Monday. So in the meantime, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye.